So if you're like me, there's a certain way I like my guards to play, right? If you've seen any of my videos, you know I like the high standing dunk, high strength, 6'7", 6'6", 6'8", sort of bully guard archetype. And this build right here combines the bully nature of being able to score at will in the paint with spot up ability, with insane playmaking ability for your team. Get some really nasty cap breakers, can still block shots, is still extremely switchable, can guard ball fairly well, very, very good physicals, and overall is genuinely one of my favorite tall guard builds I have made this year in NBA 2K26. Just a quick preview of these cap breakers. As you see, we go from not being able to shoot at all to having an 83. We've got a 90 standing dunk going up to 95. We will be able to have 99 pass, 95 strength, and overall, this build is just ridiculous, as you can see with these caps, and you look at these stats, truly just a ridiculous 6'7" build. So let's go ahead and jump into how to make this thing. So to make this, you're a 6'7" point guard, 229 pounds, 6'10" wingspan. Stats look insane right now, 58 3 ball, 57 midi. But obviously, again, as you saw, these get some really crazy multipliers. From a finishing perspective, you've got 88 close shot, can get that up to 92 if you want. 70 driving layup for bronze physical finisher. 80 driving dunk. 88 standing dunk. The goal is to get this to 95 and then max +1 it to go ahead and get legend rise up. 93 post with eventually 95 strength is going to give us Hall of Fame post powerhouse paired with gold post up poet. And it's just going to be a really, really, really cool way to score on this build. All these guards aren't prepared for Hall of Fame post powerhouse, so then imagine when you max +1 that using a crew boost or a seasonal boost. Now you've got legend post powerhouse on this build, which is disgusting. That's kind of why the wingspan is how it is, right? 2K, when they made this builder, they're obviously aware of strength mismatches. So the only way to fully get the most out of that is by lowering your wingspan to have this ridiculous 95 strength as a 6'7" guard. And I promise you, we take full advantage of that when we do play with this build. Shooting, pretend that mid-range is a 60, pretend this 3 ball is an 80. That gives you sharp take. We're just axing the mid-range out of this build. We're either going to mash or drop step in the paint, shoot our threes, or dot up our teammates with this ridiculous 94 pass. 78 free throw, honestly, has been working really, really well for me. I don't know if it's because I use the same free throw animation on all my builds or what, but I think I've only smoked like 1 free throw across 6-7 rec games. 94 pass accuracy. We're going to put 5 caps here. It's going to give you all legend passing. It's literally why I made this build. I wanted this to have 99 pass, still be able to shoot, mash in the paint, have decent defense and switchability, and be a rebounder. And I think this build absolutely knocks it out of the park. 85 ball handle, 68 speed with ball. You've got bronze lightning launch. Really, with this dribbling, you're using this to get some easy blow-bys off people and get some wide open dunks. And really taking advantage of your initial burst, right? Lightning launch, even with a 68 speed with ball, with your initial burst will tie into your agility. And that little burst is going to allow you to get by people, maybe crowd them with the behind the back, trigger a stick dunk at the rim or whatever you want to do. And I promise 68 suited ball really is not terrible on this build for how I play with it. 82 interior, that's going to go ahead and give you silver post lock. 74 perimeter is for bronze on ball menace. 44 steal, 78 block for silver high flying denier, which is just perfect that this build, even with a 6'10 wingspan, can still get that. 77 offensive rebound, 85 defensive rebound. So you've got gold box out, silver chaser. These are things I would consider max +1 or max +2ing just to be a better secondary rebounder. I really like this build as a crasher as well. You having such a high standing dunk and pass accuracy, this really will enable you to easily get a standing putback or just catch and dunk, or kick out back to the person who missed or back out to someone who's wide open with a legend dimer pass, which is just awesome to me. 85 speed, 84 agility. You've got gold slippery off ball. You've got your agility maxed. 91 strength. You're going to put 4 caps on to go 95, which is going to give you Hall of Fame brick wall, Hall of Fame post powerhouse, and legend strong handle. And then you have 74 vertical for silver high flying denier. So overall, this build packs pretty much everything you'd want in a bully guard. You've got Magic Johnson, Luka Doncic, and Josh Giddey. And this build name is just ridiculous. Gritty post-up break starter. at the point guard position. Saw this name, immediately was just slamming my credit card on the table trying to make this. Absolutely fire build name. And now let's look a little closer at these caps, my animations, my takeovers, and then we've got some really nice gameplay at the end as well. So, as you can see, we can fully shoot. We've got Mike Conley pass style, which is one of my favorite ones this year. They're absolute missiles with this pass style. You've got your 90 standing dunk, and that's the really cool part. You still have a really nice multiplier on this standing dunk that allows you to get 95 dunk with 4 caps from 88, which is really good. You've got a nice +2 here if you do want to end up getting 92 close shot with 3 caps. The pass, obviously the goal is 99 on that. You've got no boost. Really, your main piece on this build was your shooting boost, right? Everything else I knew wasn't going to have the best multipliers, but I was okay with that, right? So long term, what you're going to need to do is invest 6 caps into shooting. That's going to give you an 83 ball and a 60 mid-range. You're going to want to drop at least 1 cap into standing, so that's 7 caps. Then you're going to want to try to drop 4 here. That would be 11 total caps spent at this point. That's 11. Then from there, you would drop these remaining 5. That would be 16 total to get all this. Then, let's go 17, 18, 19. With 19 caps, you'd have 95 standing. So this is, again, this is a year-round project with this build. But I think literally just from even here, you know, you can fully compete with this build. You can be a great pass-first sort of guard that can score at will as well. You're going to have some crazy high field goal percentages with this. Get really, really bumpy on defense, and still be a threat to shoot, which is crazy because people see gritty post-up break starter and genuinely just have no clue what this build does. I went shooting, as I mentioned. That's why I went 60 midi. The 60 midi, if that goes up, it may mess with your shooting multiplier a little bit, so I just kind of had to take the L and drop 1 cap there for a +3 to go 60. Alternatively, you could always look at something like finishing, potentially, or rebounding, but for me, just went shooting. Animation-wise on this, we've got the Jimmy Go-To, Pro 2 Pull-Up, Kuzma Spin, Pro 2 Hop. We've got the Zion animations with the Eric Gordon Floater, Pro 2 Post Fade, Kobe Post Hop, T-Mac Post Go-To, and Suggs Motion Style. And these are the animations I'm using playmaking-wise. Mike Conley pass throws absolute missiles. This is probably my favorite pass. I like this better than Rondo, which is really tough because I thought Rondo was perfect. But this Mike Conley with 95 requirement is just crazy. I went KD dribble style just for fun. I know normal is probably the better option, but I just wanted to put KD on, so I put KD on. You've got Zach LaVine signature size up. You've got Tim Hardaway breakdown, Jimmy Butler escape, LeBron combo, Lonzo cross, DeMar DeRozan behind the back, the unsung hero of this build. If you need to get open from 3, hit that behind the back 1 time, and you're going to get so much space generated, and then it's just auto pull. Especially if you hit that behind the back, obviously to your dominant hand or your shooting hand side, it's going to generate a ton of nice space. DeMar spin, SGA hezzy, D-Book step back, and Kobe triple threat to kind of round those out. Jumper wise, I am running Scottie Pippen base on this with Kyle Korver release 1, default swing 2, release timing 4-4 speed, 89 Korver, 11 default swing. So similar to what I did last year, just try to load up as much Korver as I possibly can, and then have a little bit of default swing to sort of round that out when I cap out at my rating. Dunk wise, we've got the athletics off 1, quick drops off 1, loaded up with standing dunks. Then we're running Giannis, D-Book, Aaron Gordon, just dropped like a 50 ball the other night, Draymond Green, Trey Lyles, and Ben Simmons. So very, very versatile set of dunk packages. You've got some nice standing dunk animations all checked in there, with some of the more safe two-handed dunks just to allow you to not get chased down. So I think this is a really good mix of power in the paint and, you know, having some really nice length at 6'7" with the Giannis dunks, and then having a little bit of finesse and safety with the Devin Booker dunks, or with your athletics off 1, or your quick drops off 1. And we do have some alley-oop animations as well. Takeover-wise on this build, it's really interesting. You don't get sharp take, but I made this build to test out Paint Surgeon. So This one boosts your 3-ball by 10, so you'll have a 93 plus Paint Surge and Take, which I think is going to really help with your post backdowns paired with Legend. Post Powerhouse, going to help you with your spins, post shots, and in general, I've heard Paint Surgeon's pretty good. I've got a Dishmaster version, so this is a plus 10 to your 3-ball with Dishmaster Take. And then I've got a Standing Dunk boost with Paint Surgeon to give you 99 Standing Dunk and Paint Surgeon Takeover. And my fourth one down here at the bottom is just the Speedster Take. Going to give you 93 speed and 92 agility. And you'll also never run out of stamina if that's sort of, something you like to do. But yeah, that's the build. This is a gritty post-up break starter at the point guard spot. Again, when I tell you, people will have no clue what this build does, how it plays, and this really, to me, is my perfect bully guard. Took me a minute to kind of perfect it, but I think this 6'7" is just nasty. Genuinely, this build is going to be really tough to stop. Can still guard fairly well, and just such a weapon from playmaking to dunking to defense, pushing the tempo, hitting the big shots, and overall just a perfect sort of floor general at that point guard spot. So that's the video. Do have some gameplay. Really, really smooth 20 assist, 25 point game with this with ridiculous efficiency. He just does a great job sort of highlighting how this build plays. So that's all I got. Enjoy the gameplay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.